Hello, my fellow Liberians across the world. This is Giselle with Giselle's Word Talk. And it's a pleasure to come to all of you. Happy July 26th, 176 year of independence for Liberia, one of the first nations in Africa. You know, we've been around for so many years. I myself, I'm a born Liberian, living in the diaspora, so I'm not in Liberia. I am grateful to be a Liberian. I'm proud to be a Liberian, actually. And I thank God for where he placed me. My origin, I'm truly grateful. But today I want to talk about something that I've seen over the years in our Liberian community, especially Liberians that are in the America. I wouldn't speak for other countries across the world because honestly, I would be doing an injustice because I do not know what they face in the Liberian communities that are in their different countries. If you watch this video, you're welcome to disagree with me, what I say. But this video will also inspire and encourage some Liberians across the states that we can all step up to build our community. This year, I started to think back on my journey through America, and I started to look at the Liberian communities organization that exists in the United States. I was never a part of the Liberian community, though I was young. I was a child, but I did attend the Liberian events that were held, whether it was in DC during the Liberian independence. So I usually would attend the outdoor activity where they have food and different things, and you come and eat and enjoy the Liberian culture. And I really enjoyed that, and that is one of the funnest memories that I have when it comes to celebrating the Liberian independence. One thing I've seen over the years, or as I grew up, I always heard that, oh, the Liberian organization, all they do is steal money. They steal money, and they don't do anything for the community. They steal money. This is a narrative that has circulated the Liberian community. And I started to question, number one, is this true? Is this true? Okay. And is it something that should be used across the board for all Liberian community or Liberian organizations in different states in the United States? Is this narrative, where did this narrative come from? I could not pinpoint. So if you're watching and you can pinpoint where this narrative started and how, because I'm seeing how it is impacting our ability to build a better community, right? So this narrative of all the Liberian Association does, they steal money, they don't do anything for the community. But I'm saying, is this true? Is this really is a something that is happening in our community? And if this narrative is true, what are we doing to change it? The fact that I went to school here, I graduated high school here, being in this culture is different. I never engage. So like I said, I would attend the Liberian Association programs and event, but I was never committed to the Liberian Association, like to serve in the Liberian Association. I don't know, think I was ever given the opportunity to serve, or even I didn't search for opportunity to serve in the Liberian Association. I was focused in school and college. That's just not an excuse, but I didn't serve in it. I also went by this narrative that, oh yeah, Liberian organizations, they steal money. That was the narrative. I'll tell you, there are bad apples in a bunch. So there have been leaders within the diaspora that have stolen the Liberians people money or investment in some states. I wouldn't say across the board everywhere, every time, because there are leaders that do have integrity and that also give into the organization to see it better for Liberians that are in the diaspora, and to also help some of the needs back in Liberia. So a year ago, I started to get more involved, or a few years ago, my husband ran for the president of the Liberian Association in Arizona, and is currently the president of the Liberian Association in Arizona. And when he ran the first time, which he did not win, but he was telling me, "Oh, I'm gonna run," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, I have to be involved in the Liberian community." That was my thought. But over time, I've come to understand the importance of it. I've come to understand that we as Liberians can actually change the narrative. And we can build better communities in the United States. Okay? There are a Liberian organization in, I would say, most of the states. There should be a Liberian organization that we should have, and that gives an opportunity for us to build communities. Okay? There are a lot of people that are saying, "Oh, the Liberian Association is steal money from the people." But I will tell you, there are also a lot of Liberians who are carrying this narrative that have never been involved in their community, just like me, okay? That have never served in the community to know what it takes to run the organization. But yet and still, we're carrying this narrative that we're feeding off of, which is untrue in our different communities. Many of us don't even pay into the community to help it grow, but we have the most complaint about the associations when we don't invest time to be a part of it. And I'm making this video because I want to raise an awareness to this. I've seen different countries and how they're building their communities in the Americas, and how they're able to have more impact and have more voice in what happened in their states. And I do believe that we as Liberians can take that step and come together in unity. Let's get rid of that narrative that, oh, they're always going to steal the money. Let's get rid of that narrative. Let's get ourselves involved, find out what is happening, and if we see where there's any kind of corruption or anything, then let us speak against it. Okay? Let us not stay away from it, because we all want to have an interest in our country or our people becoming better. The community is a great place where it can provide a lot of resources. We can have connections to one another. Doctors, lawyers in the community can also be mentors, right? To children that are young people that are coming up and want to go in the same field. We can empower one another. We can empower our businesses. So there's so much that we can do when we work together. We cannot allow one person corrupt behavior, right, to cause all of us to flee away from the organization. But then when we have problems, many of us as Liberians, you have problems, you're running to the Liberian Association, or you're calling them to help. But you haven't been a part, and if they don't help you, you complain. I am not speaking on a specific community. I am speaking in general. Okay, and the reason I'm doing this is to inspire us as Liberians, whatever state we're in, whatever country we're in. Let's put ourselves together, start to build a community, right, that can help us. Even in Liberia, we can also, this can help us to even start to build our nation up to be better, you know. So hey, that's all I stopped to say. This your girl Giselle. Leave a comment if you feel the same. If you don't, you have other things, hey, go ahead. You know, I'm just here to inspire us, to encourage us, you know, to do better, to be better, and to step up. Okay, we have to step up. We have to make the difference. So let's do this. Happy 26th, my 26th on y'all. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.